little more spacious.
Okay. I'll have a couple of it here or there.
Are you?
I'm not sure when.
Say a prayer.
Yeah,
Okay.
in Schefter. They're
Good.
coming.
I just wanted to know because I built in. I assumed a little buffer there.
Yeah, they're doing something. That's all. Yeah. Yes. That's great. I know. Okay. You could take a step in their classroom sometimes. Do you have a watch? Or no? Do you have a watch? You don't. Yeah.
I didn't, and I feel like, oh no, what?
There's one that's here, but it's
not
it's
accurate?
8 minutes.
Okay.
So, anyway. No. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. We get go to come.
Like this sauce is
Oh, I think they did that for us. Begin. Gonna start with the nigun or something.
yada da da yada da da yada da da yada yada da yada da da yada yada da yada yada da yada da da yada da da yada da da yada yada da yada da da yada yada
Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the FRS families. Welcome to Camp Solomon Schechter. It's going to be a lively, spirited Kabbalat Shabbat and Mariv service. And there's nothing like having a sanctuary filled with the voices of children. We're so glad that you're here. We begin in our Sidurim on page 11.
Naria, Naria, Letsur Yishenu, Bismirot Naria lo, Lechuneranena, 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 Ladonai, Lechuneranena, 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 Ladonai.
Bottom of page 12.
40 שנה כות בתור ואומרם תועלת אבהם והם לא ידעו דרכי אשר נשבעתי ועל פי אם יבואון אל מנוחתי שירו לאדוני שיר חדש ישמחו השמיים, ישמחו השמיים.
Bottom of page 14.
ישמחו השמיים, ותגל הארץ. ישמחו השמיים, ישמחו השמיים. ישמחו השמיים ותגל הארץ ירם הים ירם הים ירם הים ומלואו ירם הים ירם הים ירם הים ומלואו Yiram hayam, Yiram hayam, Yiram hayam, umela. Yiram hayam, Yiram hayam, Yiram hayam, umela. Yalo sadai vechol asher po ajir ananu kol atzeyar. Livnei Adonai kiva, kiva lishpod haaretz. ישפוט תבל בצדק, בימים באמונתו. אדוני מלאך
תגלה. סיסמאים רבים אינם דרכו סביב צדק משפט. Bottom page 16.
Or Zarua. לצדיק ולשרי לב שמחה אור זרוע לצדיק ולשרי לב שמחה אור זרוע לצדיק ולשרי לב שמחה ולשרי לב שמחה שימצאו צדיקים באדוני והודו לזכר קודשו.
17.
Please march. Lifnei Adonai kiva lishpot haaretz, yishpot tevel b'tzedek, v'yamim v'meisharim. Adonai malach yokizu hamim. Romemu Adonai
page 20.
Eloheinu v'hishtachavu l'har kodsho. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu v'hishtachavu l'har kodsho. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romemu. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romemu. Yadadai, 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 yadadai.
We've been practicing our voice muscles, and now we all get to rise in body or in spirit, page 21 for Mizmor LeDavid.
Mizmor LeDavid, havu l'Adonai b'nei Elim, havu l'Adonai kavod v'oz, havu l'Adonai kevod shemo, yishtachavu l'Adonai b'hadrat kodesh, kol Adonai al hamayim el hakavod hirim, Adonai al mayim rabim, kol Adonai b'koach, kol Adonai behadar, kol Adonai shover arazim, v'shover Adonai et arzei halvanon, v'yakidem kemo eged Levanon, v'Sirion kemo vein reimim, Adonai v'vatesh, kol Adonai yachil midbar, yachil Adonai midbar kadesh, kol Adonai yecholel ayalot, vayechesov yeharot, uvehechalo kulo omer kavod, kulo omer kavod. Adonai lama bul yashav, vayeshev Adonai melech le'olam, Adonai hos le'amo yiten, Adonai yevarech et amo v'shalom.
You may be seated. Page 23. This is Lecha Dodi, the psalm that brings us all together. We've described it before as celebrating the arrival of Shabbat as the queen or as the bride. And so I want all the kids to think about, if you had to prepare a beautiful party, what would you have at the party? What would you bring? What would you wear? What would you set out on the table? What kind of treats would you put out? That's the kind of celebration that we have every single week with Shabbat. That kind of excitement, like a wedding or like the biggest birthday party you could imagine. So as we sing Lecha Dodi, picture in your mind what kind of celebration you want to bring into this Shabbat. Page 23.
Lecha Dodi li kakala, penei Shabbat nekavela. Lecha Dodi li kakala, penei Shabbat nekavela. Shamor v'zachor, b'dibur echad hishmianu, el hamir שמו אחד לשם ותפארת ונתחילה לך דודי לקראת קהלה פני שבת נקבלה לקראת שבת לכו אליך כי מקור הברכה מראש מקדם נעשוך סוף מעשה במחשבת הילה לך דודי לקראת קהלה פני שבת נקבלה מקדש מלך עיר מלוכה ומצאי מתחת וחרב לך שבט בימך חבך והוא יחמול עלייך חמלה לך דודי לקראת קהלה פני שבת נקבלה התנערי מעפר קומי לבשי בגדי תפארתך מעל יד בן ישי בית הלחמי קרבן על נפשי קהלה לך דודי לקראת קהלה פני שבת נקבלה התעוררי התעוררי כי באורך קומי אורי 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 שיר דברי כבוד אדוני עלייך נגלה לך דודי לקראת קהלה פני שבת נקבלה לא תבושי ולא תקמי מה תשתוכחי ומה תחמי בך יחסו עניי עמי ונבנית העיר אל תילה לך דודי לקראת קהלה פני שבת נקבלה והיו למשיסה שעושייך ברכה כל מבלייך יסיס עלייך אלוהייך כמסוס חתן על כלה לך דודי לקראת קהלה פני שבת נקבלה ימין ושמאל תפרוצי ואת אדוני תריצי על יד איש בן פרסי ונשמחה ונגילה לך דודי לקראת קהלה פני שבת נקבלה אבוי ושלום עטרת בעלה גם בשמחה ובצהלה תוך אמוני עם סגולה בואי חלה לך דודי לקראת קהלה פני שבת נקבלה מזמור של יום השבת
Page 27.
Magalu masal Yifrach Tzadikat Tamar Yifrach, Tzadikat Tamar Yifrach, Yifrach, Tzadikat Tamar Yifrach, Ke'eres Balvanon Yiske, Ke'eres Balvanon Yiske, Ke'eres Balvanon Yiske, Yiske. Ke'eres Balvanon Yiske, Ke'eres Balvanon Yiske, Ke'eres Balvanon Yiske, Yiske. Shetulim b'veit Adonai be'chatzrot Eloheinu yafrichu, od yenuvun v'seva, dishenim v'raronim yehu, lahagid ki ashar Adonai, tzuri v'lo avlatabo.
29.
Adonai Mikolot Maim, Maim Rabim Adivim, Mishpereyam Adibarom Adonai, Eidotecha Nemnu Meod, Leveitcha Navot Kodesh Adonai, Liorach Yamim, Yadadai-dai-dai-dai, 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 Yadadai-dai-dai-dai,
If you have Yartzeit this week, or if you're reciting Kaddish, you may join me and rise on page 30. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shmei Rabbah. Be'alma divra chirutei ve'amlich malchutei b'chayechon uvyomechon uvchaye decho beit Yisrael ba'gala uvizman kari v'imru Amen.
Amen.
Yehi shmei Rabbah mevarach le'olam u'lelmei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh v'yithadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shmei dekutsha brichu. Le'ela min kol berchata v'shirata tush bechata v'nechemata damiran be'alma v'imru Amen. Yehi shlama Rabbah min shemaya v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru Amen. Oseh shalom bimromav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imru Amen.
Amen.
We all rise for the Baruch Hu, and we have the honor for Mariv to have the FRS students lead us in various parts of the service, and we're starting with Kita Daled.
Kita Daled. So while Kita Daled comes up, I'm going to ask that Kita Bet sits in the chairs here. So maybe Kita Bet can come and sit in the chairs.
Also Kita Bet.
Kita Bet, you can come and sit in the chairs and wait for your turn. Okay.
And we're starting on page 39.
He's going for the second.
Okay, so we're going to turn around for Baruch Hu. Okay, nice and big and
You may be seated.
El Chai v'Kayam, Tamid Yimloch Aleinu Leolam. Baruch atah Adonai, Amarim, Aravim.
Page 40.
Al tasir mimenu le'olamim. Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael.
Cover our eyes for Shema, page 41. Kita Bet.
Yes.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Echad.
Page 42.
Adonai Elohev Emet, Emet Emunah Kodzo, Vikayam, Vikayam Aleinu, Kihu Adonai Eloheinu, Ve'en, Ve'en Zulato. Yisrael Amo, La Anachnu Yisrael Amo, La Anachnu Yisrael Amo. B'malchuto
44.
Be'atzon Kibalu Aleihem, Moshe u'Miriam u'Bnei Yisrael. Anu Shira, Besimcha Rabbah, Ve'amru Kulam, Mi Chamocha Ha'elim Adonai, Mi Chamocha Nedar Kodesh Nora, Tehilot, O Sefelech, Ada Adonai et Yaakov Uvael Yeh Azam Yimenu Baruch Ata Adonai Gaal Yisrael.
Page 45. Hashkivenu na lena shlama b'denu lakin lachem rasazim eskat shlamacha b'tachnik v'satam lefenacha b'shem ma'ishlecha.
Shmor Tzedkenu Uvo'enu L'chaim U'Shalom Me'ata ve'ad olam Ufros aleinu Sukkot Shalomecha Baruch Ata Adonai HaPorech Sukkot Shalom Aleinu Ve'al Kol Amo Yisrael Ve'al Yerushalayim. This is
Okay, we invite up Kita Bet for Vishamru. Please rise, page 46. That's right.
V'shamru b'nei Yisrael et HaShabbat la'azo et HaShabbat ledorotam b'rit olam. V'shamru b'nei Yisrael et HaShabbat la'azo et HaShabbat ledorotam b'rit olam.
Repeat Uvayom.
Even b'nei Yisrael oti elam oti leolam. V'shamru b'nei Yisrael et HaShabbat la'azo et HaShabbat ledorotam b'rit olam. Ki sheshet yamim sheshet yamim asa Adonai et hashamayim ve'et haaretz v'shamru b'nei Yisrael et HaShabbat la'azo et HaShabbat ledorotam b'rit olam. Yuvayom hashvi'i Shabbat vayinafash Shabbat vayinafash Shabbat vayinafash V'shamru b'nei Yisrael et HaShabbat la'azo et HaShabbat ledorotam b'rit olam.
There is nothing like the voices of children to open the gates of heaven and prayer, and that's exactly what we're about to do with the cantor reciting Chatzi Kaddish, and then we'll move into the Amidah, the silent prayer from pages 47 to page 52.
Yitkadav, yitkadash shemei rabba, yamadi vrachute v'yamlich malchute, b'chayechanu yamechad, u'chaye dechol beit Yisrael, b'gala, b'gala, u'vizman kariv, imeru.
Amen.
Yehi shmei rabba mevorach, le'olam u'le'amaya. Yitbarach, v'yishtabach, v'yitpa'ar, v'yitramam, v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar, v'yitale, v'yitala, shemei d'kedusha, le'ila min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, damiram yama, imeru.
Amen.
El Hagadol. Agibor le'lamar na'im chayim. Chayim b'chesed nechayim. יאללה. ירדו השמיים. לא שבת. וצל נעל את זה ממך לשפור. לא כדרם לי.
We invite up Kita Gimel to lead us in Vayachulu, page 53.
השמיים והארץ והוסבם ויחל אלוהים ביום השביעי מלאכתו אשר עשה וישבות ביום השביעי מלאכתו אשר עשה ויברך אלוהים את יום השביעי ויקדש אותו כי בו שבת מכל מלאכתו אשר ברא אלוהים לעשות.
ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו ואלוהי אבותינו אלוהי אברהם אלוהי יצחק אלוהי יעקב אלוהי שרה אלוהי רבקה אלוהי רחל אלוהי לאה האל הגדול הגיבור והנורא אל עליון קודש שמיים בארץ
מגן אבות ידברו מחיי מתים ומאמרו האל הקדוש שאין כמוהו המניע לעמו ביום שבת קודשו Le'am nishnu
Page
Eloheinu
54.
v'Elohei avoteinu, retzevimnu chatenu, kadshenu b'mitzvotacha, v'tein chelkeinu, b'toratacha, sabeinu mituvacha, v'samcheinu, b'shuatacha, v'tahel libeinu, לעבדך באמת, והנחילנו אדוני אלוהינו, באהבה וברצון, שבת קודשך, ינוחו בה ישראל, מקדשי שמך, ברוך אתה אדוני, מקדש השבת. Yikara vikara shemei rabba, v'yamati rachute v'yamlich malchute, b'chayechon v'yamachon u'chayedech beit Yisrael, b'galai v'isman kari v'yimaru amen. Yehi shmecha v'mevorach, le'olam ome'amaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpar, v'yitramam v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitalev v'yitalal shemei d'kudesha b'richu, le'la min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nachmata damiram b'yama v'yimaru amen. Titkabal soton about chonde kol Yisrael kodama v'hondi v'shmei v'yimaru amen. Yehi shlam araba min shamaya v'chayim aleni v'al kol Yisrael v'yimaru amen. Ose shalom v'yivroma, Yaseh shalom aleinu, v'al kol Yisrael, v'al kol yoshvei tevel, v'yimeru amen.
Please remain standing for Kiddush on page 55.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shabbat kodsho v'avaratzah v'chilanu zikaro l'maaseh bereshit ki yom tehillah v'mikra'e kodesh z'eretz Mitzrayim ki banu v'harta v'yotanu kidashta mikol ha'im v'shabbat kodshecha v'ahav v'ratzatzon yigaltanu Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh hashabbat.
Amen. Chaim.
Hi.
You may be seated. At this point in the service, we'll have some words of Torah story from Josh Kate and Ruthie. You're welcome. Oh, just Josh. You're welcome up. And I just want to say to the parents and to the grandparents in the room that in our tradition, in the Babylonian Talmud, there's a teaching that one who passes on Torah to their child, it's as if they've passed on Torah to that child's child and that their grandchildren all the way to the end of time. So the fact that we can have the children come and lead different parts of our service is a testament to what you've put in to the future generations, not just the ones that you can see, but in the long continuity of our people's tradition. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. So thank you for the introduction, Rabbi. My name is Josh Kate. I work with Camp Solomon Schechter. I'm one of the assistant directors. This has been really fun already. It already feels so much like camp, having the kids up here leading services and doing all the fun little things. I love watching it. But today, I have an awesome story for all of you. This is a story that's been passed down from generation to generation of assistant directors, I guess is one way to put it. But before I get there, does any of the kids know what the Parsha is this week, by any chance, what it's about? Go for it, y'all. That's great. Yeah, Danielle, you can go for it. Not quite. So, super easy and simple. 10 Commandments. That is where we're going to start. The rules of the Torah, the rules that we follow, that God gave us. And so, without further ado, I have a story for you. So, long time ago, there was a king, King Moshe. King Moshe had 3 children. Can I get 3 children's names? Say it. 1. Go for it. Say a name. Emmett. Give me another name. Avi. Meyer. Emmett, Avi, and Meyer. We'll do our best to remember that. Sweet. The king had 3 lovely children, Emmett, Avi, and Meyer. There we go. And so the king set his own rules for his kids. The king was getting old, and he was getting ready to retire. He didn't want to be king anymore, and it's time for one of his kids to step up. And so the king told his children, the next king will be the one who can fill this room that I give you, this empty room, with the most of something. Your guidelines, your rules are, your imagination. What can you fill? I want to see it. It can be physical. It can be spiritual. It can be anything that you can think of. And so, the king set out these rules, and his children left. They leave, they go venture out, and they try to figure out what to fill their rooms with. And so, a week goes by, it's coming back around, and it is time for the kids to present. And so, of course, Emmett, hopefully the oldest one over there, Emmett, the oldest child, he comes up and he goes, Father, I have filled my room the best. Out of all my siblings here, I'm the oldest, I'm the wisest, I know I got this. And so, the king, very intrigued, stroking his very long beard, of course, he walks into this room. The room is filled to the brim with money, gold, jewels, all you can think of. The king looks at Emmett. Emmett, you did good. This is great. All the wealth we need, for centuries, we'll be rich, we'll be wealthy, we'll be able to put our kids through everything, and hopefully everything in college. College is expensive these days, so hopefully, and it'll be great. But we got 2 more kids to go through. And so they start walking over to the next room, and Avi is biggest grin on his face. I got this, Father. And so Avi opens the room, and inside of this room is a giant glass tank, and within this glass tank, water. This whole room is, in a sense, filled with water. And Avi goes, Father, I know I have filled more space in here than my older brother Emmett. There's no way that he wins. Yes, gold is great, but there's spaces between the gold. I know I have filled those spaces, those crevices, with water. King Moshe, once again stroking his long beard. Wow. Avi, you're very creative for this one. Good job. And so, there's one more child, we sometimes forget the 3rd child, but we're going to the 3rd child now. And so Meyer, I got that right, Meyer. And so Meyer brings over his father. Father, I need you to keep an open mind when you walk in my room. King Moshe, he's like, wow, that's not a great start to this, but we'll go with it. And he goes, Father, just trust me, walk in the room and sit down in a chair. And so they walk into the room, and all that's in the room is a table, 2 candles, a challah, and then enough chairs for the whole family. And so they all sit down, and of course, Meyer's older brothers start mocking him, laughing like, you barely filled any part of this room. There's so much space in here. We can jump, we can dance, we can, play in here. And so Meyer explains to his king, Father, I have filled this room with something else, the spirit of Shabbos, the Shabbat spirit. This room is filled with it, and now that we are in here, our family, we have finally brought in the Shabbat. And so the king, once again stroking his long beard, goes, Meyer, you will be the next king of our kingdom. Shabbat shalom. Thank you. I hope you are all able to find something this evening, maybe this weekend, to relax, to find something special. Doesn't have to be big, doesn't have to be fancy. Maybe it's the Seahawks game on Sunday, but find something this weekend that's going to give you pleasure for you and the whole family. Shabbat shalom.
Yeshar koach. We invite up Gilly from Kita Hey to lead us in Aleinu. Please rise, page 56.
Hakatu v'toratecha, Adonai imloch le'olam va'ed, v'nemar v'chaya Adonai, v'melech al kol ha'aretz, v'yom hahu, yeh Adonai echad, u'shemo
You may be seated. This week we lovingly remember the yahrzeits of Susie Amaragi, Yaakov Yosef Bahat, Catherine Benaroya, Sarah Bernstein, Jenny Bernthal, Nellie Blum, Charlie Brenner, Morris Brown, John Cohn, Elba Cuevas, Jorge Cuevas, Ben Delson, Alexander Dernis, Julius Gelfand, Leo Grossman, Joseph Handler, Esther Shaprut, Khan, Ruth Kalischer, Esther Kraft, Earl Lazarus, Bedrich Lowenbein, Mark Lester, Leslie McCoff, Dorothy Marshall, Jack R. Menashe, Babette Schiller, Myrtle Simon, William Top, Helene Betty Weiser, Rose Wiener, Richard Wilner, Roberta Wadlinger. In addition, we mourn the passing of Judith Kohodas, Zichronah Livracha. She is the mother of Deborah Sears and the grandmother of Jacob and Rachel Sears. In addition, we remember Albert Friedrich Lilienthal, lieutenant of the junior grade of the U.S. Navy, who entered the service from Chicago, Illinois. He went missing in action on February 17, 1944. He is inscribed on the walls of the missing in the National Memorial Cemetery of the Pacific in Honolulu, in Hawaii. He has a Purple Heart decoration. And when we say Kaddish for Lieutenant Junior Grade Lilienthal, we say Kaddish for all service personnel killed in action or missing in action who have yahrzeits this week. If you have a yahrzeit this week or are reciting Kaddish, please join me on page 58. Yitkadal ve'yitkadash shmei Rabbah. Be'alma divra chirute ve'amlich malchute bechayechon uvyomechon uvchaye dechol beit Yisrael bagala uvizman kari ve'imru amen. Yehi shmei Rabbah mevarach le'olam u'lalmei almaya. Yitbarach ve'yishtabach ve'yitpa'ar ve'yitramam ve'yitnaseh ve'yitadar ve'yitaleh v'yitalal shmei dekudsha brichu. Le'ela min kol berchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, damiran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehi shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Ose shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. At this time, I invite up Tamar Heyman to offer some news of what's happening in our community.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Thank you to Rabbi Kahana and Cantor Bachelor for leading us so beautifully, and for the FRS children and staff for doing such a marvelous job today. Yes, we're so proud of you. Here's what's coming up at H&T. Tomorrow, February 7th, we welcome children 5 and under and their adults to Shabbat Katan, which is a warm, joyful Shabbat experience, and the program begins at 11. On Sunday, this Sunday, February 8th at 10 a.m., Beit Cafe Book Club will discuss A Trumpet in the Wadi. In the evening, Women's League will be serving dinner at Porchlight, Bellevue's men's shelter. Mishloach Manot ordering is now open, and volunteers are welcome to help with Hamantash and baking. The details are online. Monday, March 2nd, join us for our Purim spiel, J-Pop Haman Hunters. That's right. The evening begins with a Purim family dinner at 6:15, followed by a Megillah reading and the spiel with costumes, live music, and lots of ruach. We also want to highlight the 2026 Gadol Gathering on Sunday, March 8th. Myself and Angela Ruchstein, a fellow FRS parent, are co-chairing this. We will be honoring Robbie and Bonnie Cape this year as the winners of the Bob Zimmerman Community Leadership Award. Tickets and sponsorships are available now. See the H&T website for more information. We have 2 upcoming Simchas Bnei Mitzvahs. Elias Kleiner celebrating his bar mitzvah on February 21st, and Eliana Lockhart celebrating her bat mitzvah on February 28th. Details and registration links for all of the events that I just mentioned are in the newsletter and on the H&T website. Shabbat Shalom.
We continue with Yigdal, page 62.
Yigdal Elohim Kai ve'yishtabach nimsa ve'en ad el metziuto echad ve'en yachid keyichudo nelam v'gam etzaf ve'achduto en lo temutatu ve'en alkuf lo na'arach elo
Eloheinu Adon Olam Lechonotzah Yorei Gedulato Malchuto Shefan Nevuato Netano El Segulato Vetifarto Lo Kam B'Yisrael Kemosheon Navi Umabit Et Emunato Torah Natan Le'amoel La'neviyon Le'man Beito Lo Yachalifael Ve'lo Yamir Dato Le'olamim Zulato Tzofev Yodea Setarenu Mabit L'sof Davar B'Kadmato Gomer Li'ish Chesed Kemifalo Noten L'Rasha Ra Kerishato Yishlach V'Yasyamin Meshichenu Lifton L'Chakeket Yeshuato Meitim L'Chayel Baruch Hasto Baruch Hadei Shem Tehilato Meitim L'Chayel Baruch Hasto Baruch Hadei Shem Tehilato. We have two more parts of the ceremony that we'll do, which leads us into Shabbat, the Shabbat celebration. We'll be singing Shalom Aleichem on page 73, and we invite up all the kids from FRS, and if there are other kids, come up too. There's a little treat for you afterwards. And after that point, the kids will go back to their parents to receive a blessing for Shabbat.
It's a good idea to have a siddur with you.
Shalom Aleichem is found on page 73.
Okay.
73.
We're going to get our hands ready to do our singing. Everybody ready with your fingers? Okay? Okay, ready?
We're big kids.
Okay. And Camp Salomon chapter staff will be singing with us as well. Ready? Shalom Aleichem.
Yeah?
Malachei Hasharet. Malachei El Yon Yadadadadadadai Mi Melech. Malachei Hamlachim. Hakadosh Baruch Hu Yadadadadadadai Boachem L'Shalom. Malachei Hashalom. Malachei El Yon Yadadadadadadai Mi Melech. Malachei Hamlachim. Hakadosh Baruch Hu Yadadadadadadai Baruch Huni L'Shalom. Malachei Hashalom. Malachei El Yon Yadadadadadadai Mi Melech. Malachei Hamlachim. Hakadosh Baruch Hu Yadadadadadadai Tzedchem L'Shalom. Malachei Hashalom. Malachei El Yon Yadadadadadadai Mi Melech. Malachei Hamlachim. Hakadosh Baruch Hu Yadadadadadadai Shalom Aleichem. Malachei Hasharet. Malachei El Yon Yadadadadadai Mi Melech. Malachei Hamlachim. Hakadosh Baruch Hu. Nice job. job. You guys, yasher koach.
Yesher koach. The Shalom Aleichem. We say it so the angels accompany us wherever we go, and especially on Shabbat. And we want to wish the Kravitz family a Nesiat Tova, this being their final Shabbat with us. A Shalom Aleichem to you and to all the kids. And you'll get some a Hershey kiss. And then afterwards, go to your parents and we'll lead you in the prayer for your children.
I have two. Don't worry.
One. Everyone gets one.
Okay. But there's enough for everybody to get two.
All right. Here you go. Go to your parents. Go to your parents. Go to your parents. You want to help? Okay. Take from Miri.
Don't take it.
Okay. Thank you. You can take one. Oh, or give to your friend. Yeah. There you go.
I bet there's enough for everyone to have two.
All right. What? Okay. Okay. Go to your. Okay. Okay. That was perfect. Chriselle. Okay, so parents, put your hands on your children's head, and you can repeat after me. Yisimchem Elohim ke'Ephraim u'ke'Menashe ke'Sara Rivka Rachel v'Leah Yevarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'yichuneka Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom.
Amen.
Ken Yehi Ratzon. Shabbat shalom, everyone.
Shalom.
Anyone who's coming for the dinner, we'll be doing hamotzi, and then washing our hands and hamotzi in there. And then did you want to say something?
Shabbat shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom.
Thanks for this. That's helpful. Yeah. That's great.
Swap the card. Huh? Two?
Tu veux venir un moment? Tu veux you want a Hershey kiss? You want a Hershey kiss?
they melt, I'm cooked.